Hi, I'm David, and I'm a GRO ambassador from Memphis, Tennessee. This year, GRO sponsored the Lex Infinitum Mediation negotiation competition in Goa, India, which we just returned from. We were lucky enough to have two different GRO representatives take part in the yearly Lex Debate. The Lex Debate is all in fun. Every year they pick a new topic, and we put 6 people on the stage, divide them into 2 teams, we take sides, and we kind of pick apart whatever topic they've given us. This year's topic was mediation free-for-all scales down justice. And what does that mean? Really what we were asked to debate was, should non-attorneys be allowed to act as mediators? I was happy to participate with the team that said, no, that's not the case. You can have fantastic mediators that can work through cases that are non-attorneys. My partner from Nashville, Tennessee, Mr. Doak, Patton, also a GRO member, was able to take part on the other side of that debate. So we had a great time. Just remember, it's all in fun, enjoy, and Mendez, sir, better luck next year.
How many guys have observed this room? It's nice and cool. Why? It has one door. That's it. Imagine if this room had too many doors and it was a free-for-all. Wouldn't be cool, sweaty, too uncomfortable. And that's exactly what the law is all about. You need to have the right man at the right job. Can you have a lawyer steering your ship who doesn't even know the sea? And your brief is going to go to my good friend, the doctor who treats me for all my ailments, but he does not know how to protect my money. And you kids have spent all your money with the professor grilling you day in and day out, and now you're expecting, here's my big chance to get the ROI which my parents are looking for, and he says, sorry, free for all, let the market come in. How can that happen? This is our domain, remember that. Lex Infinitum belongs to a law college, not to the market. Yes, anybody may come in and sit and watch, no problem. The more the merrier. And if you have something to spare, we'll give it to you, no problem. After all of you all have seen the competition. Without the client, where would this competition be? So please be the client. That's your part. Nothing more. Imagine this college, if you had a free-for-all, and the student comes up and says, yo, principal. Principal gets a shock. What's this? And principal says, oh, this is cool, man. And there you see the Lex guy comes in and says, good morning, principal. Says, oh, wow. And principal says, how was your day? Oh, very good. The lectures are very nice. He's all great. That's the person you want to give your brief to, not to yo guy, cool man. So, think about it. In the next few minutes, like sheep, you are going to be taken astray. But where do sheep go? To the slaughterhouse. And with that, friends, let's hear what they got to say.
Much has been said about lawyers, and that's what we've all been seeing. Lawyers taking the role of mediators, lawyers taking the role of conciliators, lawyers taking the role of arbitrators. But the first question that every lawyer who's acting as a mediator, conciliator says is what? How are you? Are you fine? या पहले मेरा fees decide करो. First you decide the fees, then the schedule, then you are going inside your problems. Whereas a mediator, as we've all said, as law students over here, it is a conciliation process. You act as a friend. My fellow mediators, my fellow lawyers, we are acting as friends, not as lawyers. We are not promoting advocacy over here. And as rightly said, there is one door. Right man for the right job. Advocate's job is in the courts to fight it out, tooth and nail. You're fired over there. You can't bring the fire before the parties. This is a pre-litigation. You are trying to get a blue tick, not another notch under your belt. So you don't portray your advocacy in front of a mediation session. You act as a friend. Mr. Mendes, right man for the right job. Go for the experience, go for the expertise, go for the elocution for deciding. Don't make it as a deterrent effect of restraining good, experienced people to act as mediators. Of course, we've always had, you go for mediation, you go for conciliation. The right man for the right job again goes to ex-judges, ex-senior counsels. But when you go before the senior counsel, you are always, my lord. You do not want that to happen. You're already dictating terms. We don't want dictating terms. That's why we need the right man for the right job. And I reiterate, it is not the advocates.
I would like to propose a new mascot for the school if we are going to allow anything and everything to go on. And downstairs, I suggest we paint a giant picture of the famous Bobo, because that is where we're going. As Bobo always says, if we allow a free-for-all and everyone to be a friend, and there are no standards, there are no rules. We've all had friends that are drunk all the time, or incompetent, or I would propose allowing anybody and everyone to come up here and practice this profession. Would not be a benefit to society, would not be a benefit to justice. At some point, you have to have minimal rules of competence. You have to have standards. Otherwise, you're not going to have justice. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. And good morning, liars. I'm sorry. It's my bad. I profusely apologize for telling the truth. Sorry. I can't lie. That's not my trait. Look at what they did to the legal profession. You all know they are the bottom. And they want to do the same thing to ADR. The mess they created, we are trying to find out an alternative. Now they want to jump into the alternative so that after a few years we have to identify ADR to another ADR. They screw the system, we clean it, and we do our best. Now they want to interfere because they see some money. And look at the topic, free for all. How can you do that? It is understandable because scaling down justice is your fundamental right. You can't give it to us, right? Of course, yes. And just give them everything to do mediation, and you will realize you never knew when the justice has already fallen. It's a thing of I just didn't understand when my grandmother talked about the goose that laid golden eggs. You all heard about that story? Yes. I used to wonder why that stupid fellow killed that goose. Every day he's getting one egg, golden egg. I realized after looking at what they did to the beautiful Arbitration Act. What happened to the Arbitration Act? Such a lovely act, killed by their greed, now become more expensive, more longer. Isn't it? Now I know why they killed the goose. Greed, nothing else. And you give this, they are going to kill it again. And you appoint a lawyer as a mediator. What they will bring to the table? More lies, hostility, manipulation, deception. Look at us, such a innocent people we are. And they think that they have monopoly. Yes, sir, you have a monopoly in bringing the justice down.
Absolutely.
And I will tell you, you heard about the orange sharing, right, in the mediation. If you bring an orange to us, the people who actually mediate, we will ask both the parties what they want and accordingly distribute it. But you bring to a lawyer, you don't know whether the orange has already disappeared. And not only that, you have to give your peaches too. You get nothing. I am in this ghost gathering, I'm sorry again, in the August gathering, that the lawyers as a mediators are injurious to the justice. Lawyer as a mediator is injurious to the justice. So I am concluding that mediation cannot be a free fall for excluding the lawyers. You exclude the lawyers, it is a free fall and it will never reduce the justice. Thank you very much.
For once, I get a chance. Excuse me, sir. So please continue to distribute oranges. About justice administration and dispensation of justice, let's do it the way it is to be done. Because justice is all about securing interest and securing rights. And when interests clash, I don't know whether you know the fundamentals of jurisprudence and concepts, but when interests conflict or when interest clashes, all can't prevail. Those interests which prevails are the trump cards and those are the rights. And they think that interests and rights are cards that trump flashes and not trump cards. And I can see that there are water bottles here with all of you and we are all drinking from water bottles. They are made by people authorized to sell it. They know about it, they have expertise for it. These people, if you listen to them, you will have to drink water from buckets, open buckets. They'll stand there and say, you take, bring a cup, take as much as you want. You are taking it, we are not giving it to you. That's the justice they are giving to you, and along with
Market justice with a hole in it.
yes, and along with the water which you take from that open bucket, you will not get just water the way you want. You'll get a lot of things bonus free. You'll get a little bit of flies in it. You'll get some bacteria in it. You'll get a lot many dust particles in it. The same way, when they try to bring in justice in the name of justice, they act as your friend. Yes, you act as your friend, not as their friend. Acting is different from being your friend. And to be your friend, you should have basic concepts, you should have expertise. And as how Sir said, lawyers have monopoly. Yes, we have. Because that's what we are meant for. We have expertise in it, we have knowledge of it. So whoever has expertise and knowledge will have monopoly. Not any don't think and hang. rights. You have to mix the correct proportion of interest with the correct proportion of rights to get a solution. And what we are looking for is solution, dispute resolution, which is a solution. And you can decide on your own whether you want this solution which mixes the right proportion of interest and the right proportion of rights to be mixed by a chemist who knows about it or by quacks like them. Thank you all. Decide for yourself.
You want a free-for-all? I'll give you a free-for-all.
So what did you just hear from three people who are dressed to the nines, sitting in their own individual thrones, all have you? They come up and chose their own thrones. They then told you that they knew better than anyone else what people needed or want. Who is better to tell you what you need than us? We're the smartest peoples in the room. I'll even go back to Mr. Mendez. What did we hear at the very beginning? We heard sirs. That was alluding to him. How many of you in the room are not sirs? I have questions about one of the hand raisings. So already, he's cast aside half the room because he doesn't agree with them. We heard about captains and how he needs to be the captain of the ship. How many ships have gone down with a captain at the helm? I remember a very large ship on a cold night in 1912 that the captain ran straight into an iceberg and then stood and let people drown because he knew better than everyone else on board. We heard that there was one door to this room. Look around. There are 3. There are 9 windows. You have more than the option that was granted to you by the attorney. And my argument is that when you leave the justice system up to only those that have already been in power, as has already been alluded to by one of my compatriots, you end up with the system that we have now. And yes, they're afraid, and they want to be in charge of that system again because it's lined their pockets, it's put them in charge. Let's see, how many of our current politicians that we blame for the things that are wrong with our country are also lawyers? And I'm not just talking about India, right? I'm talking about everywhere. So why not put another party in the middle? We don't want to make a decision. We're not going to decide what justice is for someone. Because what justice is for you may not be the same justice that you seek. And somewhere in the middle, both people can find what they determine to be justice. Our role is simply to help all parties find justice, not just one that you determine. And to go back to our captain of the ship, when that ship sank in 1912, and all those thousands of people lost their lives, when we look back on that now, it's a tragedy. I would submit to you, if we instead filled that ship with attorneys, it would be a holiday.
Everybody likes the orange juice. Who doesn't like orange juice? Marmalade tastes sweet. And that's what they're giving you. In that beautiful example that all mediation students learn. The example of the oranges. But what does your counsel do? He makes sure that you don't pay more for those oranges. He makes sure that those oranges are clean and pure, not impure and polluted. That's what your lawyer does. He's your insurance. He's your protector. He's your friend. He's your guide. He's not some stranger. And they're talking about justice? Justice? Last night, I went out, all the experts that we had, and what did they do? They took me to somebody who was doing this. And I'm looking, what's happening? And he said, this is just ice. That's it. Just ice. That's what they're giving you. Not justice, just ice. He said liars. Yes, it's liars down south. Not lawyers. So, you've heard the whole history of the Titanic. Sad and tragic. But what did the lawyers do? We gave you compensation, we can't give you life back. I put in some money in your pocket for all that you suffered. Now what did the poor captain do? It's owners like them who forced the ship to go to sea with lesser safety boats because they were interested in saving their money. They were worried to pay the lawyers because the lawyers would see the damages that they do. And that's the whole reason why they don't want evolution to come in. We have not made a mess, we have improved the system. Grandmother, in the olden days, she would go to the small shop, the kiraya wala. What has happened today? You've got a mall, you've improved the system. So that's what we are doing. We are giving you a choice, not just eyes. And now what these guys are doing, they have seen all the cherry on the cake. And now these management students feel the lawyers are making too much of honey. So let me have some of their money. And this is what they are doing, free for all. And let's look at the whole discussion today. What was the discussion all about? Not that you are not encroaching. In fact, that discussion is about your encroachment. And what happens when you encroach? You lower the justice. We keep the standards flying. That's what the discussion is about. Don't you think surgery should be in the hands of surgeons and not your general physician? So if you are willing to trust the one small headache, remember the whole migraine of a dispute gone sour. You need a specialist. And they have been talking about what the lawyers do in mediation. What do we do? All of them have never sat for the competition. The lawyer says, I am here to help you, I will not push you, the decision is yours. We never encroach. Encroachment is what you do, and we bring justice to that encroachment. So this, my dear friends, is why professionals are needed to understand the little small handwriting on the wall. We have the best glasses in the hall. In the morning, it's these. In the evening, it's these. Just
Guys, seriously answer this. I know the answer, but still I ask.
intimidation is not allowed.
Anybody in this August gathering, not ghost gathering, like jurisprudence? Seriously, don't answer, none of us. Sandhya talks about jurisprudence here. That is how you cheated all of them. Anybody understand those things? Seriously, all the judges are deciding based on jurisprudence? Don't tell us. Their young kids don't spoil their life. I don't understand restorative justice, that justice, this justice. We want simple settlement of a dispute. That's it. you said Tom, Dick and Harry. That's what exactly saying. Tom is a liar, we don't want him. We want somebody at Tom who is not a liar. Really? That's exactly. I'm agreeing. And sir, what you said? You improve people? Sister? He said, there's a nice Kirana wala next to your neighborhood where you morning go and he would say, good morning, how are you and all. Now you would see nothing. Now there is one, after 2 kilometers, there is a Reliance Mall. 1 rupee chai, you pay 5 rupees there in a nice car. That's what improvement? That's not? I'm sorry. Earlier, where you go to any lawyer, neighborhood lawyer, ask for a help today, no. You become corporate as them and say that it is a change. I'm sorry. Surgeon? Is that what you said? Surgery for surgeon? That is what we are talking. You are a lawyer, go and litigate in the court, anyway you are dead. Why you want to come to here? This is our cup of tea, don't grab it. You already taken oranges, now you are coming to my tea. And he said about oranges, and he would fix the rate and say that it is a reasonable rate and convince you to buy it in Reliance. And you said small handwriting. You see all those contracts where the small handwriting should be there. Who created that? Who created that? You know that arbitration process is supposed to be purely voluntary. Both the parties should agree. That is the system we created. And what they created is a small handwriting which says that arbitration is compulsory and we will appoint our arbitrator and the place is so and so. How do we trust you? You kill the systems there, you don't develop them. We are the ones who are nurturing them. So friends, put a hand on your heart and ask. Anybody can be a mediator? Yes. No. Except lawyers? Yes.
All right, now is your time to judge. So, all those who are for the motion, please clap loudly. And those who are against the motion, please clap.
Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this. We look forward to seeing you at the ICC competition in Paris, and we have another exciting announcement coming up soon. So be sure to give us a thumbs up, click on the notification bell down below, and subscribe so you'll be notified when we make more mediation competition videos like these.